right. Good morning, South Texas. I hope your day's going well. We're starting off today with a little bit in the way of a cloudy, gloomy sky overhead. And that's going to continue here as we head throughout a majority of today. You can see that the allergy report is showing that we do have molds coming in at a heavy level, pecan coming in at a medium level, and oak coming in at light. I can tell you now, the allergens have been bothering me this morning. I've been sneezing like crazy. I guess it's going to be that pecan that's now at a medium level that may be getting to me. Maybe it's bothering some of y'all as well. I see a lot of people saying good morning. Good morning to you. I hope you're all doing well. I see Ernest talking about how we need some rain. We've got some rain possible the next 2 nights, possibly even some strong storms. So we're going to be talking all about that coming up in just a moment. First of all, before we talk about any of that, let's talk about what's going on right now. It's always good to know what's happening now before we talk about what could happen in the future. Right now, we have a lot of cloud cover out there as we look across the medical center in northwest San Antonio, Calaveras Lake. Not looking too bad, but again, lots of cloud cover, and that's just going to be kind of the story for today. We are going to have breaks in the clouds eventually, but again, not expecting a ton of that as we head throughout today. So let's take a look at what we have on radar. A little bit of light shower activity in some spots. Nice to see that. We need that rainfall, and that's occurring even over the hill country where it is very much needed. That's where we really need that rain, right over the hill country. Vanessa's saying they keep posting tornado chances for Del Rio. Please tell me it's not. There is the possibility we could have a tornado or two over the next couple of nights, Vanessa. So I wish I could tell you that it's not possible, but it is possible. It's a lower chance, but the chance is still there. So you need to be ready for that just in case. We're going to talk about that in just a second again. Taking a look at satellite and radar, you notice a lot of cloud cover across the state. Things just kind of getting set up for the chance for some strong storms as we head into tonight. Right now, temperatures in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, and that's enough about what we have going on right now. Let's talk about that severe weather chance. So the possibility for damaging winds and large hail is going to be sticking around as we head throughout tonight, and then we have another chance tomorrow night. You're about to see that chance for tomorrow night in a second. But let's get through tonight first. Tonight we have that chance, and you notice that that extends over towards Del Rio. I'm also going to zoom out a little bit to show what else it includes. You see parts of western Bexar County are included in the slight risk, so a little bit higher risk there compared to what the marginal risk is, where other spots are included in the green. So Del Rio, you are included in that yellow slight risk. That means that there is a little bit higher chance for some scattered severe storms, really more isolated to a few severe storms. Let me actually bring up the SPC guidance on this, the Storm Prediction Center, which is the group that puts these out. So what does a slight risk even mean? A lot of people can ask that sometimes. And the answer is scattered severe storms could be possible. Short-lived or widespread, or not widespread rather, isolated intense storms could be possible. So not everyone's going to see the severe weather, but we do have that chance that there could be a severe storm here and there in that yellow shaded area. The marginal risk means that it's a limited duration or coverage of severe weather. So maybe just one, maybe two, a lot lower risk there. But still, if you are in that area, you could have damaging winds, damaging hail, and that isolated tornado risk is there to go along with that. Maybe a tornado or two, something that we got to look out for. Let's take a look at Wednesday night. Now, this is not the same. Remember, this is for Wednesday night. This is not for Tuesday. Tonight, we have the severe weather risk, but then there's another risk as we head into Wednesday. And this really includes a little bit more in the way of Bexar County for the slight risk. You see it extends a little bit further east, including that I-35 corridor, and then stretching even into parts of like northern Atascosa County, almost approaching the Wilson County area, Guadalupe County. We see it stretched a little bit more to the east. And let's see how that pans out. Here's what the future clouds and radar is showing for what the radar may look like as we head into tonight and into Wednesday night. Here's the timeline for this. By 5 p.m., maybe an isolated storm in Valverde County. But once we get to 8:30, take a look at this. We get two good clusters of storms that form. And some of these, especially when they're in the early part of their life, may actually have some tornadic activity associated with them. Whenever these storms are getting robust and getting their act together, sometimes that's when we see tornadic activity occur. Typically when they're dying off and the downdraft becomes more in control of the storm, that's when we would see more hail and really the hail falling rather after it's been thrown up into the storm with the updraft so much. but really more even in the way of damaging wind when a storm is dying. That's really what we look at. So maybe a little bit of hail, but really more the way of damaging winds. So the early life of the storm, though, that could be when we have some tornadic possibilities, and I think that would be mainly over towards Valverde County, Edwards County, and into parts of Kinney County, maybe even stretching into Real and Kerr County if they are still intensifying. By the time we head into around 11:30, I think this is going to be when storms start to die out a little bit. So anywhere from about 6 o'clock to, I would say, 9 o'clock, these storms will be intensifying. And then after 9 and 10 o'clock, we're going to start to see them weaken a lot. And we could see more in the way of damaging winds for areas like Kendall County and stretching into parts of Blanco County, maybe even into parts of Bexar County. And the storms really collapse quick. I mean, look at this. This is 2:30 a.m. So we'll see the storms just kind of collapse and fall apart as they continue to push their way towards that I-35 corridor. The stronger storms will be in the southern Edwards Plateau, which is located again over towards Edwards County, Valverde County, and then into the hill country like Kerr County, Bandera, and Gillespie County. All right, that gets us through tonight. That's tonight's severe weather event. It really will start to end around midnight to 1 to even 2 a.m., and we'll be left with quieter conditions early tomorrow morning. Now, as we head throughout the day on Wednesday, notice by 4:30 p.m., we see a lot of sunshine break out. And with sunshine breaking out, that adds to a little bit more instability in the atmosphere. When I say instability, I mean a little bit more volatility. It allows for a little bit more thunderstorm growth. And that could be what we see start to occur by 4:30 on Wednesday. Notice in the hill country, 2 little cells possible there. Those yellows and oranges popping out. By the time we get to around 7:30 p.m., we start to see a little bit more activity. But then notice this. Once we get to about 10 p.m., I see the question about Atascosa County. Charlotte, the answer for Atascosa County is tonight, not so much. But for Wednesday night, notice 10 p.m., just to your west, we see a lot of thunderstorm activity get going. This is going to be another late event system, so back-to-back late event systems, where we have strong storms start to form there at 10 o'clock. Those are going to kind of push through and head off to the east. And I think northeast portions or northwest portions, of Atascosa County could see a strong storm or two. When it gets more central and southern, I don't think that the risk is going to be as high. Let me bump this back. I didn't mean to click forward again there so quickly. But you notice by about 11 to 11:30, these storms really start to make their way across the I-35 corridor and approach the I-35 corridor. And then we continue to see them move through even by 1:30 a.m., eventually shifting off to the east by the time you wake up on Thursday. Once we get to Thursday, we're going to start to see drier conditions make a return. So it's going to be all throughout the night on Wednesday along the I-35 corridor where we have that chance for some strong storms, something we just have to look out for. Again, not everybody's going to see severe weather. It's just going to be possible. So please make sure you have a way to receive alerts on your phone or maybe with a weather radio. That way you can stay up to date on any weather information. Of course, you have the Kent 5 app. We can keep you updated through there. We keep it updated at all times here from our weather teams. That way everyone can stay safe and informed. So the upper level pattern is what's kind of driving this. We have this big trough that's set up over the central part of the United States. I'm going to draw this out for you so you can see it. Where you have ridges, that's typically where it's drier and warmer. And then troughs, that's where we typically have more weather systems move through with storms. I don't know if you heard my dog grunt. He's not a fan of storms. So he said, "Dad, I don't want these storms tonight." It's okay, Allie. We're going to try to make sure that we can all stay safe and stay informed during the storms as well. So let's continue through the timeline. This is for Wednesday. This is the system that's going to sweep through. This trough sweeps across the Lone Star State. That's what's going to be causing our chance for some strong storms here and there. And then it's out of here by the time we head into the end of the day on Thursday. That's going to be when the cooler weather moves in, and that's why we're going to be drier as we head into the weekend. You are going to see that in the 7-day forecast. But, of course, that's not going to be until we've seen a lot of rain over the next couple of nights. Check this out. We could see anywhere from a half of an inch to maybe up to 2 inches in parts of the hill country. That's a big deal. That's going to be really helping to push back the drought up into that part of the region, and then also going to help out to help refill the aquifer. I see a question here. Is it really going to rain in San Antonio? And I would say yes. I would say over the next 48 hours, we are definitely going to see rain in San Antonio. So we are expecting it. Not saying it could be a lot, but at least going to be enough to help out a little bit with our front yards and maybe even put a little bit of water in some of our creek beds, which are so dried up right now. So a half of an inch to 2 inches over the next 7 days, and a majority of that is going to be falling over the next 2 nights. Great news. That's what we need because, again, the drought has been serious. You see the extreme drought really extending into the region now, just getting further and further to the north. But I think we're going to see an improvement, not in this week's drought monitor, because the drought monitor takes all the data from Tuesday through Tuesday, and then it puts it out on the map on Thursday. So this week's, we may actually see the drought worsen. But the rainfall will be recorded that we have tonight and tomorrow night in next week's drought monitor, and next Thursday is going to be when we see a lot of improvement thanks to the rainfall that we have this week. So you may, just when you see that drought monitor update on Thursday, you may scratch your head like, I thought we had a lot of rain. I hope that explains it for you. And I'll say that again when we head into this Thursday and Friday and show the drought monitor and how it may have worsened. So, excuse me. I'll make sure that y'all all know about that. So let's take a look at the Edwards Aquifer level. Of course, stage 2 water restrictions now in place. 649.1 feet is where we're currently sitting at. Over the last 24 hours, we've gone up about 0.3 of a foot, and we've over the 10-day average, you see we're down to 648.9. So we need more rainfall, and again, we are going to get lucky enough to see some of that over the next 2 days. Here's a look at that 7-day forecast. You notice that we have the 30% chance for showers today. Once we head into Wednesday and Thursday, bumping up those rain chances. 40% chance on Wednesday. There's that 80% chance Wednesday night. That's why I said, yeah, we're going to see rain in San Antonio. You see much better chances for rain there. And then a 60% chance for showers on Thursday. Like I said, for the end of the week and through the weekend, drier weather returns. Notice how much it's cooler, too. That is a cold front moving through Wednesday night into really Thursday morning. When you wake up, it'll be through. And you see the temperatures in the 70s for highs Thursday and Friday compared to the 90s on Wednesday. But we do climb back into the 90s as we head into Monday. You see the average for this time of year, 61 for a low, 83 for a high. So we're going to be above average there for the weekend and into early next week. But what about beyond the 7-day forecast? Are we going to continue the trend with some heavy rain every once in a while and maybe some cold fronts here and there? And the answer is, well, not looking like it. Looks like we're going to switch back into a dry situation as we head into the early part of the month in May. You see below average rainfall expected, and check this out, looking like above average temperatures. So those temperatures in the lower 90s for highs, that looks like what we could be dealing with as we start off with the month of May. So just be ready for that. Let's take a look at the Lone Star 3-day forecast. You notice that we do have the rain chances increasing for parts of the state today. You see that especially up towards Austin. For Wednesday and Thursday, you see a few spots dealing with storms. Not everybody, though. If you're further west, or if you're traveling further west, rather, like El Paso, Lubbock, and maybe up towards even Austin, maybe even a little bit drier for Wednesday, but I think they're going to see increased storm activity overnight, just like we're expecting Wednesday night. You may see some drier conditions in some spots, but then Thursday, a little bit more increase in the chance of showers and storms. Not so much for us because a lot of the thunderstorm activity will have already moved out by the time we wake up on Thursday morning. So let's take a look at the Texas Gulf Coast forecast. If you plan to do any traveling down there as we head into the weekend, you notice that we are going to have some rain chances there for Port Aransas and Galveston on Saturday and Sunday, but down towards South Padre, a little bit better conditions, but a little cool, 70s for highs. So if you can handle the 70s, not too bad. I see Charity asking, is it supposed to rain this afternoon? The answer is we do have the chance for a few showers. We do have rain on the radar, so I would bring the umbrella with you wherever you go. The good news is you're not guaranteed rain, so if you have some outdoor plans, you may be able to dodge those showers. You just want to keep an eye on the radar. And, of course, the KENS 5 app has a radar where you can stay up to date with wherever that rain is whenever you're on the go. Charity. So I hope if you have any outdoor plans, I hope that you can stay dry. But, of course, we need that rain, so it's not awful if we do see a little bit of it. Here's your Texas State Park forecast for tomorrow. Again, a lot more thunderstorm activity, so not the best day to be hiking. But as long as you have a way to keep an eye on the radar and stay safe, should be a good day to maybe go explore some of those state parks, as long as you make sure that you go inside whenever there's thunder. Have a way to head inside quickly. When thunder roars, go indoors. That's what we always say. So back to the 7-day forecast. Again, chance for strong storms tonight. Tuesday into Wednesday morning. And then Wednesday night into Thursday morning, we have another round of thunderstorms possible. Just make sure you have a way to stay up to date with the storms whenever they move through. Of course, we're going to keep you updated here at Ken's 5, having meteorologists on staff throughout tonight and tomorrow night, making sure everybody stays informed and safe. And we'll be keeping you updated here on social media. We'll be keeping you updated on TV, all of our platforms. That way everybody can stay informed. So Meteorologist Stacia Wilson, Ollie, I know. Meteorologist Stacia Wilson will be on at noon today with the latest update to the forecast. Weather Chief Bill Taylor will be on at 4, 5, 6, and 10. I hope you can all have a wonderful day, and we'll continue to keep you updated on everything right here at Kids 5.